Hello everybody, welcome back to Overwhelmed. It's not a Teen Life anymore. We all changed it to Overwhelmed. That's the new podcast name, and it should be here for a while. Thank you for joining me today. I know I have not been posting a lot, like never. So I'll get back to that later. But for now, we have a lot to go over. Alright, so about 5 days ago, somebody on Twitter named Def Noodles, the best username I have ever seen. But anyways, another point. He found out that Dixie and Charlie D'Amelio, I'm gonna butcher their names, I know, but I'm going to list all the people that are on here. So Dixie and Charlie D'Amelio, Nita Dragon. I'm so sorry if I messed up all his names. Noah Beck, Chase Hudson, Madison Beer, Chatnell Jeffries, and Whitney Harlow, and leaders of pro-COVID spreading movement came out in support of the cause. The rally was allegedly held by Father Foods, quote, by Kelsey Calamine. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know I'm missing up all his names, but I'm sorry. So, it's all on Twitter by Def Noodles again. I'm just looking at the thread right now. Apparently, NBA player Blake Griffin also was at the COVID party. It's great, you know. Like, you're not supposed to do something, yet you do it. I don't get teens. Oh my god. Okay. Well, by Save California, here, let's read this quote. By Save California, gatherings are defined as meetings or other events that bring together people from different households at the same time in a single place or space. When people from different households mix, this increases the risk of transmitting of COVID-19. That's it should be common sense by now, right? Like, we have over what I don't know what the actual case is, but I don't know the numbers. But isn't there like 1 million cases now, at least worldwide? I don't know about the U.S., but there's something like that, and that just something else. But when teenagers and people do stuff like this, then that does not help us trying to lower that number. It's just raising it. And I don't know if any of these people have commented on that. I did not check. But oh my god. What do you guys think about this? Dimas on Instagram. It's gonna be the Overwhelmed podcast now. We changed that as well. We changed the Instagram, we changed the picture, we changed the name of the podcast, we changed everything. We told you that this was coming. I know it's late. I posted that episode a while back, like 6 weeks. I haven't made an episode in like 6 weeks. I'm so sorry about that. I just got now back into school and all this. So finally sitting down, doing an episode for you guys. So that's one story that we have. let's go on to the next one. Now we'll be talking about the debate. As of recording this, it is Wednesday, and the debate was last night. I think it was at 9 p.m. EST. I watched it, and it was horrible. Oh my god. I don't like to be too political on here, but I'm going to have to for this because you cannot miss this. I think, and I would think all the other people that I've talked to would say that debate last night was the worst debate ever. CNN reporters say, saying that it was horrible. Everyone is. So the majority of it was Trump. I'm not trying to get like all defensive and all like that. I just want to say the facts. All right. It was mostly Trump who was interrupting Joe Biden, but Donald Trump and Joe Biden just kept on going back and forth, interrupting each other, interrupting the moderator, won't let the moderator talk. But the majority of that was Donald Trump. I think they got through all of the what's it called? All of the topics, but I'm not sure. So, at first, it was going okay. And then, like, Donald Trump wouldn't even let Biden, like, speak one sentence without talking over him. That's just from what that's from what I saw and remember. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are annoyed about that, and I am. But you guys have to vote, please. If you're over 18, register to vote, and just try to get him out. We cannot have him more. We cannot have him for more years. No. So I'm trying to think. So they kept interrupting each other. Then the moderator, I think, did not do his job well, but no offense to him. But I think that he could have done his job better a little bit. Because he was supposed to be organizing all that and not do a good job with that. But they just gotta try to do something about that, because either we need a new debate thing. I don't know how the whole debate thing works, but we need a new date for another one. I know there's another one with, I think, the two. Who was it? I think it was the two people running for vice president are next. This is gonna be the October 7th. I think there's three. I don't know what their names are, but I remember that the moderator said in the week after tomorrow, which is going to be the 7th of October, there's going to be another debate. I'm guessing the same time, I'm guessing, which is 9 p.m. EST, but I don't know. I don't know where it is. I forget. But please tune in for that and to watch, and you will likely get mad. I don't know, though. It's just your opinions, but we need to think about our future and like a lot of generations ahead of us. These 4 years could impact a lot. It can impact the climate change, impact the Supreme Court, and it will impact the Supreme Court. It can impact there's a lot of things that I cannot name. It's just, oh my god. But that was a lot to take in. And I think, like I'm going to say this again, a lot of people are upset and for valid reasons. And they need to reschedule. Look it up on YouTube, look up the debate on YouTube, and just see what I'm talking about. Because there's no way I can explain it all on this episode. Also, speaking of the Supreme Court, we have to talk about RBG, Ruth Ben Ginsburg. I'm so sorry for butchering that name. I know I am. I'm not good at names. I'm butchering it a lot. I'm so sorry. But RDG is, or it was, no, it still is, the best person on the planet. Like, she fought for equality until the day she died. The day she got into the Supreme Court, all the way till a couple days ago, she fought for her life and the country's life. Oh my god, she's amazing. Trump is trying to get, from what I heard, Trump is trying to get another Republican on the Supreme Court. And if he does, then we're all kind of screwed. Not gonna lie. Because I don't know how many Democrats are on the Supreme Court. I think it's one now. One Democrat, and I forget how many Republicans. But I know that the Republicans are far more in the Supreme Court than the Democrats. But we need to get another Democrat in there. Because if Trump gets another Republican in there, who knows what's going to happen. So please vote. Go on mail-in voting. I know Trump is saying, like, oh, it's rigged, blah, blah, blah. Just try to do what you think you can do. Alright? If you're thinking safer, then go mail-in. Mail-in ballots. Alright? Do that. If you can, you know what? I don't know what the CDC is saying. I should look that up. But just do mail-in voting. Alright? It's easy. It's not going to be scammed. It's not going to be rigged. Trump is just trying to put that in your head. Alright? It's not going to be rigged. Alright? Please vote. We cannot have this. Alright? That all out of the way. Rest in peace, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You will forever be missed. Now, on to the next subject. I've got to say this, so I'm going to put this in right here. I'd like to take a quick second to point out that Donald Trump, during the debate, he just refused to condemn white supremacy. I'm going to say this again for you guys and girls and everyone. Donald Trump just refused to condemn white supremacy. I'm just leave it there. Now on to the best subject that I've talked about today, which is the game Among Us. I know this may be boring, blah, 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 but I don't care. I'm going to talk about this because it's weird, but amazing. So, If you don't know, I guess I'll have Google, by the way. Among Us is an online multiplayer social detective game. Don't know what that word means. And it was released on June 15th of 2018. Keep that in mind. And just from 2018 all to now, it just got blown up. Like, so many people downloaded it from the past, I think, month or something. Oh my god. I don't know when it first like actually blew up, but I know that I didn't hear it before I looked on. I don't know where I found out about this, but I think my brother played it. Then I said, "Oh, okay, I want to play this." Then I downloaded it, and now I'm addicted. So again, it's called Among Us, and it's been downloaded over 86 million times. That is, oh my god. Okay, I would never expect that, but I'm just going to give you my explanation of what it is. It's gonna be horrible, but let's see. So, from where I play the game, Among Us is where you can play two different roles, but they're randomly assigned to you. So, let's say that you're in a lobby of a game, and there can be two imposters, and the imposters try to kill all the crewmates on the spaceship. And then if and the crewmates have to do all the tasks to win. And the imposters need to kill everyone and not let the crewmates do the tasks. So then they can win. So I don't know if there's a time limit. I think just play until somebody wins. So you either get one of those two roles, and then if you are an imposter, you have to wait for the cooldown when you try to kill someone. You have to wait for the cooldown to you can kill another person. And in that time frame, people can, if they come across the body of the person that has died, then they could report it, and then everyone will have to discuss about it and like where they are and like what they're doing at the time when the body was found, all that. And there is time limit on that, but you can like sort out the time limit. And then you can, if there's nobody found and somebody is acting sketchy or something, you can go and press the emergency button. That emergency button makes then the whole game stops, and then people discuss about what happened and why they pressed it, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So it's really fun. Go download it. It's not sponsored, by the way, not sponsored at all, unless they want to. Like, I'll do it. I'll make a whole entire episode about it. Like, don't worry. But anyways, you guys can download it. It's on the App Store, Google Play. It's on Steam, but on Steam it costs I think $5. But on iOS and Android, if you don't go to the App Store or Google Play, it's free. So you may have seen it on like YouTube, Twitch. It's basically everywhere. So again, not sponsored. Unless they want to sponsor me, that'd be amazing. But go play it. It's amazing. So yeah. Now let's move on to the next topic that I want to talk about: Microsoft Teams and Zoom. But my school switched from from Zoom to Teams. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of maybe it's easier or security threats. I don't know. All right, I don't know, but that's not the point. My point is, I'm just trying to. This is all my opinion, by the way. Uh, so on Zoom, it's, I would say, a little bit easier because easier functions. You can do more stuff with that when you're not the host, when you're just in there. Um, and is that all the pros? It's easier to log on to it. It's easier to create an account, I think. Wait, no. I don't know. That's point. I don't know. But the cons about, I just said all the pros. Let's say the cons about Zoom. A lot of security threats. There's so many I couldn't even count. But was that the quality on Zoom versus Microsoft Teams? Zoom is, I wouldn't say horrible, but it's just bad. Like, it's not horrible, but it could use some work. But on Teams, though, it's okay. I'd say, yeah, it's okay. But sometimes here and there, people glitch and like they lag. I noticed a lot in my classes that I take. A lot of people get booted off the class meeting. It's kind of concerning because I have not been personally booted off. All the times that people were, it's not the teacher's fault. The teacher did not do anything. It's the app or whatever they're using, the browser. The browser. Oh my god. The link, I think. And if people just keep on getting booted off and they can't get back on, that's a big problem. Then they would miss the half the class, or if they're lucky, they would miss just 10 seconds. There's log back onto the meeting. But in Zoom, I never had that problem. No one had that problem. But in Teams, we do. So that's something to look out for. The pros about Microsoft Teams, though, I said there's a lot of pros. There is a section where it's like a calendar, and it automatically sets your calendar to the meetings. So it's much easier to get on the meetings if you download the app on your computer or computer or phone. It's a lot easier to do it because all you gotta do is go to the calendar and click join, and boom, you're there. And then it has this little red line which tells you what time it is or when time it is. Then when it goes down, goes to meeting, then a notification pops up to join that. Then yeah, you're on the meeting just like that. It's pretty simple, and I kind of like it. But on Zoom, you do not have that. You have to go to wherever you get the link, then click on it, then go all the way back, put in the code, and it's just annoying. But I would say, well, I know in Teams there is, you have to click, if you're the host, you have to click something like let join or something like that when they're waiting to be to get into the meeting. But there's no password on that. So basically, unless if someone gets the link and the host lets them in, you're screwed. But in Zoom, you had to put in a password. That is one thing that I don't like about it. but then you would have to log into your account, and then it was requires our password. But yeah, it's a lot. All right, so I just looked up something, and I didn't know that this was still happening. But remember, a couple episodes ago, I was talking about the beef between Epic and Apple, the Epic Games and Apple. Well, it's still going on. I did not know the lawsuit was still happening. So I'm going to update you guys on that. So this is all from a website called PCGamer.com. It said the legal dispute between Epic Games and Apple took another step forward yesterday with a hearing of Epic's request for an injunction. Against Apple's decision to remove Fortnite from the iOS App Store. A ruling on the request wasn't issued, but it doesn't sound like it was an especially good day for Epic. So that's interesting. So apparently, ever through all this, apparently the judge who was doing that lawsuit thought that Epic Games' decision from doing that lawsuit was like not supported. Something here. Let's see. It says, "Oh, sorry, not honest." This was reported by CNN. The judge said that the company was not honest when it released the Fortnite update that enables players to bypass Apple's payment system. Just to give you guys an idea what Apple's payment system is there was, I addressed this on the last time I said all this, but it said that Apple had a choice in making two versions where to pay for V-Bucks, which is a in-game, oh my god, I gotta speak, so sorry, in-game currency on Fortnite. So there's a choice where you can pay some of the money directly to Apple through the Apple Play Store, or you can pick the Fortnite deal, I guess you say, which is much cheaper. It's like not five. What's it, like $3 cheaper, and I would save that. So, but I don't have Apple, so I don't really worry about this. But for those of you who do have Apple, this is for you. So they do all that, and then you would obviously go for the cheaper one, which was Fortnite's one. The Fortnite deal. So then, I'm not going to cover all of this again because I don't want to do all that. Just go back to the other episode. Then I did it all there. But this is just the update. So the judge said, hold on. I'm reading this still. Alright, so the judge is saying, like, it's a security issue. I'm guessing. I don't know how it's a security issue. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get how making V-Bucks cheaper is a security issue. It might be affecting... it's going against Apple's user agreement. Because it says in the other episode, but Epic Games signed or hit accept or something on the user agreement to Apple's guidelines. And I think that's going against the guidelines. But you guys can read it for yourself. This was all from, again, it's all from PCGamer.com. There's a whole entire story about it. But that's all the updates I wanted to give you for there. Because I kind of don't want to talk this again. But if something big happens about this, like Fortnite is gone from the App Store, the Apple App Store. Oh my god. Then I will tell you guys. If it's not, I'll tell you guys. I'll keep updated, but not that much. And that concludes the first episode of the Overwhelmed podcast. Thank you very much. I'm your host, Augie, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. You follow me on Instagram at the Augie Walensky, and you can follow the podcast Instagram at the Overwhelmed Podcast. Again, that's the Overwhelmed Podcast, all one word. If you enjoyed this episode, please share with your friends, share with your family, I don't care, whoever. We now have a Discord open. Do you want to say that? We have Discord open. It is linked in the bio of the Instagram account. If you want to hop in there, you can chat with me, and you can chat with all the guests we have on. We have a lot of fun stuff over there. We'll be having giveaways over there in the future. We can get a lot of people in there. Again, thank you guys for tuning in with me. I'm Hosagi again, and hope you stay tuned for the next episode. Don't know when that next episode is going to be, but it's going to be soon. I hope. Tune in for the next one, and stay safe. Bye, guys.